How we doing, everybody? This is Hoop Talk presented by Reveal TV. I'm Sonny D. I'm kicking it with my guy Schuz. Yeah, I'm kicking it with my guy Schuz. This is a show about high school basketball. We got a lot of exciting stuff happening, a lot of exciting prospects coming through these pipelines 2023, 22, 21. And we are living in a pandemic right now. COVID-19 is happening. We do have basketball playing in a lot of the country, but a lot of these bigger prospects on the West Coast are in a little situation where some of them have already moved to a different state, like Mikey. Some of them are thinking like, okay, I'll just go work around these loopholes with the AAU circuit and the club teams and stuff like that. I mean, Schuz, what is going on right now?
It's been crazy, but as you said, for a lot of the country right now, at least we can say basketball is playing. That's the good thing right now. But as you said, there's a lot of problems going on. We see so many guys that are losing opportunities, losing potential offers, not getting seen that deserve it on the West Coast. That's unfortunate. We can get into that a little bit later. But end of the day, like you said, we got basketball playing in Texas, we got basketball playing in Georgia, Florida, we got basketball getting started in a whole lot of different states. So end of the day, we can all say at least basketball is starting to look back and we're starting to see some guys on the court again.
Basketball is nice that some people are playing, but like I said, sadly, some people are not. Going into this episode, Arizona had canceled their high school season. They did say that they were going to resume. Is that within the next month, 2 months? Do you know what month that is, or how many days away that is, or?
Yeah, so I know a lot of the coaches in Arizona pretty well. Everyone's got mixed emotions right now because a lot of them found the news out a few days ago. They're upset, they're devastated. They knew this was going to be a season. They weren't going to let the AIA tell them what to do. They were going to go put a club team together. They're going to figure something out. So they've been working on that all weekend long, getting up plans, working on different leagues, all this stuff going on. Now it comes today, and well, AIA's back. They're going to have a season. Crazy enough, that's another discussion, but they're playing, so they're trying to figure out now. It is optional. It's going to come to each district. Does the district want them? Does the school want them playing? Will it be an open division? How many teams will come in? What's the schedule? When will they start? It's all up in the air. I think games won't start for a few more weeks, if anything. Because guys got to get back in the gym. They got to get back to preseason. They got to make the teams too. They don't even have varsity JV set yet. All freshmen, all that stuff. So there's a lot of moving pieces to happen, but there will be some type of basketball happening on in state.
Do you think anybody is still going to go to these prep tryouts? Are these prep tryouts still happening? What do you know about that?
Yes, there weren't too many. It's just with a couple of days, a lot of guys already made the move. There was a handful of guys on AZ Compass, Dream City, that said prior to all this even happening, even Hillcrest got dish on the queue. There's a lot of guys that just said, okay, end of the day, this is the next level. This is what's right for me, with or without COVID. Playing prep is what I want to do. They made that move prior to all this happening. There was one move, I'd say probably the biggest one, from an in-state guy that's a very talented player, went prep. Carson Basham, about 7-foot guy, shot blocker, all this stuff. He played at Sunny Slope. He made the transition to Compass or Easy Compass about yesterday. That was a big time move. I think it's huge for Easy Compass. He's not a highly ranked player. For them to win Geico or something, they need him. I think they're going to try pushing that. I think them getting Deron Holmes tied to his closest friends from Arizona will help keep him there. But besides him, there wasn't too many guys that shifted around and made moves from the announcement. So I think those guys will probably stay there. But who knows? It's COVID year, still 2021, but we'll see what's going to happen.
And then in California, they're not playing at all whatsoever. Like I said, kind of working through loopholes to play. Some places like Sierra are starting a club team, whatever you want to call that. Like we said kind of before, Mikey is already across the whole country hooping, been hooping. What do you think? Somebody in California, what decision would be good for them? Maybe a senior in high school. I mean, do you think they should look at going to Arizona for the rest of this year to go hoop somewhere? Do you think they should just stay at home and work on the stuff that they need to work on?
This depends for who you are. I'll mention this. I know Payne Watson, he's special. I think the rankings have him wherever they want to put him at. In my opinion, he's a locked in top 5 player in the country. He's going to be a bona fide star. He's going to be a top pick in the draft. Going to UCLA, he's set. His mindset's never been, I just want to go play in a prep. He could care less about rankings. He truly does care less about that. His mindset is, I want to outwork everyone in the country, no matter what class you are. If you're playing college, NBA, he wants to outwork you. Only reason he wants to play basketball is to represent his hometown. Going prep never crosses his mind one time. If he's playing for Long Beach, he's going to stay there and play for them. Not that he doesn't care. So for a guy like him, we know who he is. We know what's up with him. He's not concerned about. Other guys that are seniors that have some interest from different high major, low major, mid majors, they think they can get better offers. They think they have a better position. They think they're much better than where they're viewed right now. Those guys will go do that. We see a guy like TJ Wainwright. I think I call him microwave. He can go score at will. He's a bucket creator. He made the move already to go play in the grind session. That's something we're going to see more and more guys doing because, like I said, he had some interest, I think, at Washington State, a couple different high majors, but he thinks he can go get a lot more. He wants to be able to get a UCLA, USC, those kind of schools, and that's why they're going to make that move if that's the situation you're in.
What's grind session? Is that a league or is that a team? What is that?
Yeah, so the grind session's been around for a few years now. It's been getting bigger and bigger. This has been by far the biggest jump, though. It's a league. If we think of the NBA, college, whatever, it's a countrywide league. You got teams from California, Arizona, Nevada, Florida, Kentucky, every state pretty much that has basketball going down there. They got a team representing out there, and this is a situation where you got teams forming where you have the best, the cream of the crop. There's no bums in the grind session. This is the best players out there, and this has been really getting bigger and bigger. We see they've had multiple top 5, top 10 lottery picks getting drafted. Josh Jackson, Gary Trent. We see all these players. Last year was maybe the biggest jump part of this year when you have prolific prep, a super team, would have went to Geico, Jalen Green, number 1 player in the country, Amari Burnett of McDonald's All-American, Coleman Hawkins. That team was special. But you also got Marjon Beauchamp, a pro that's going to be drafted this year, Arthur Kaluma, Ty Washington, Josh Primo, Isaiah Todd, Daisha Nix, Jordan Nesbitt, Jaden Jones, a lot of these big-time players all were playing out there, and this really brought the spotlight up on them. You fast forward to this year now, when COVID's setting in, summertime hits, and no one knows whether it be a high school season. They basically set the stone saying, we're going to have a year no matter what. We're not bound by no state rules. There's something that we can go play in Arizona. They're open. I'm playing in Arizona, Kentucky, South Dakota, wherever it is, we're going to play games. Join us. They've added in many teams now to come and be a part of this. More and more top players are coming in now, and this is where basketball's forming. Guys are blowing up. Probably the biggest guy is Ty Washington, ranked outside the top 100 6 months ago, top 30 on every single site. He's a 5-star in my opinion. I think he's a top 3 point guard, maybe even the best in the country. He's come to light. We've seen many of those stories happening, and that's really what this grind session has become.
For exactly like you just said, playing in these extra leagues that maybe if this was 2019, he would just be back in his hometown playing for his high school league. Not saying that he wouldn't be getting looked at. I mean, crazy talent, but sometimes maybe some of these people are getting extra exposure or more exposure than they would have initially just hooping normally on their school schedule and doing their AAU circuit in the spring. I did want to touch on recruiting as well. I mean, we're on Zoom right now, zooming it up because we can't be with each other. These high school kids can't meet face to face, can't shake the coach's hand. They're doing these Zoom calls. And I think that it's actually going to be beneficial going down the road. People are still going to meet in person, but how crazy is it right now with recruiting during this time?
Times have changed, and it has been huge, and it's been big. I think we need to give a lot of props to college coaches and the players, of course, as well, but college coaches for adapting. Some of them could have had the mindset saying, well, it's just, oh, well, whatever happens, happens. We can just recruit and say, who knows what they could have done. They decided to innovate. They decided to evolve and decide, it's breaking my tradition, especially for the older coaches like Coach K, Coach Roy Williams. They've been doing this for so long, 10 plus years, many years of doing it a certain type of way.
You probably don't even have
They didn't really want this technology stuff, but they've adapted now and they're calling these guys. They're getting Zoom calls, and it was rough at first. I knew a lot of recruits hated it. It was rocky in the first few months there. It's completely calm now. Guys know what's going on. They're being recruiting. Guys are committing. And it's been special seeing the ways develop now where guys still are going through the recruiting process. Is it the preferred way? No, they still want to go see the campus, yes, but they're getting the job done and it's still working out.
Yeah, I mean, this might be something initially like, hey, you're on my radar. We're gonna do a Zoom call, and then I'm gonna be in town next weekend. I mean, this wasn't even a part of the process. And like I said earlier, this is the year of the mixtape, baby. You got to put everything you have onto tape. Get whoever you can to be filming your stuff. DM them on IG. Hey man, I seen you at this tournament. Like, what'd you get of me? You need to put together something because right now the main reason how most of these coaches are seeing you play. So.
Yeah, that's a huge point because any form of content right now you can put together is huge. And I know a lot of guys say mixtapes are awesome, and that is crucial. I think coaches are looking for the full game film. And going back to the grind session real quick, or anyone that's playing games, that's what's so huge. The reason Ty separated himself is he was playing grind session at the end of last year, came mid-season, but playing in state, yeah, you can kick some guys' butt in state. It's whatever. You can do your thing there. But it's a different thing when you're going up against a guy so-called ranked higher than you. He's a 4-star, 5-star, a ranked, well-known player. You're unranked or whatever. You go and drop 40 points on him, you get the win. That wakes some people up. You do it the next night, because there's no night in the grind session you're not playing another ranked guy your position. Every night's against an elite player. So if you can go make a sign there, that's really where you get your attention. You're dropping 30, 40, triple doubles on these guys. You're going to get your attention. That's really where it comes through, seeing the full game film. And that's the way coaches have been started recruiting through that route.
We're chilling with my guy Donovan Smith from Minnehaha Academy, Jiggy D. What's going on, Jiggy?
Yes, sir. What's up?
What's up with you hooping?
Yeah.
What's going on with the season?
We actually just started practice last week. We got our first 2 games this weekend coming up, Friday, Saturday.
This weekend tournament?
Nah, it's like conference games.
Who you guys got?
We got Providence Academy and we got St. Louis Park.
So do you know obviously with just starting and everything, do you guys have a full schedule or is it like a week to week kind of thing? What's your schedule looking like?
Yep, we got a full schedule already. A few highlights. We got IMG Academy coming up February 5th or 6th, I think. And then we got a few other big games. I forgot the names of.
You kind of got some early on games for you. You guys were able to play Imani Bates. You guys played some big games early on. Kind of just take us through, what was that like getting back on the court a little bit?
It was a blessing because not many people got that chance to play right away like we did. So I was very thankful for the opportunity. And being able to play on that stage was a great feeling.
I know a lot of 2022 guys were kind of struggling with getting those offers early on because AAU, you guys might not have played too much as a freshman. You got your chance to go out there and play, and you pulled in a lot of offers. What was it just looking at that now and knowing that you're getting closer and closer to achieving that dream of playing college basketball?
It was, man, I couldn't describe the feeling, to be honest. Me being my size and being doubted every time I step on the court, it's truly a great feeling. Like you said, after the Imani Bates game, I had a couple offers. And after that game, I kind of blew up. Like a whole bunch of coaches just started contacting my family. So, yeah, it's been great.
I want to ask you about your mindset heading into the type of game like that when we know it's pretty much the 2 number 1 players in the country debating in your class. You're looking at Chet and Monty. But a guy like you look at that and you say, this is a stage for me, playing on TV. How do you make the best of that? You know it's the 2 headline names out there, but how do you rise to the occasion and be able to create a name for yourself in that environment?
Yeah, that's the perfect time to create a name for yourself when you got those big names going against each other. My mindset was to really just kill anybody that's in front of me. That's always my mindset going into any game. It don't matter what game it is. It don't matter if we're playing the worst team in the country or the best team in the country. So my mindset always just to play my game, don't rush, let it come to me, and then always like being the distributor too, being a point guard. So, yeah.
And your team is loaded. We know there was some change out there. We know Chet's now taking on the lead guy role. Last year was Jalen, and he did his thing. But now Chet's leading the team, and a lot of guys have to step up now. How is this team adjusted not having a guy of his caliber, and how have you seen you guys kind of accept the new roles?
Chet's been a great leader. Offense kind of is revolved around him a little bit, but we still got a lot of weapons on our team. It's not going to be just one dude taking all the shots. We can all score, we can all get ours, but it's about playing together and how we can make everybody else around us better and be able to play their game without, having to sacrifice, their shots or whatever. So the big thing for us is just learn how to play together, get the ball to each other, and yeah.
And for you, when you look at these practices, as I mentioned, you got Chet, you've got Prince, you got all these big time players at practice. What's that environment like?
Oh, it's a great environment. With their experience, Prince, Chet, Hershey, the big dogs, our leaders. I'm kind of stepping into that role as being a leader too. So I'm working on that. So every practice is super competitive. Even last year with Jalen and them, every practice was competitive, almost getting into fights every practice. So yeah, it's been a great environment every day.
Who gets in during those practices? We know Chet there. I can imagine maybe Prince is one of the guys. He usually probably guard Prince, or Chet and Prince probably guard each other. But who kind of guards who at practice?
I'm usually against Hershey. Prince is usually matched up with Chet. And then we got Chase and Isaiah. They're usually matched up against each other. So it's good matchups every practice. We get good games in.
And we've kind of discussed a little bit. You're heading to the regular season now, real games, the season. How excited are you guys for this? And what's the goal you guys want? What do you guys want to achieve for this to be a successful year for you guys?
We're super excited. We just want to win. That's really our only goal. We just want to win and have fun. That's really the big key to everything. Just have fun while you're playing. Don't get in your feelings. If it's not your night, it's not your night. Everybody's gonna eat. Everybody's gonna get there. So it's really the key to just have fun.
You talked about picking up offers after the game against Imani. I just wanted to know, obviously, with the pandemic going on, seasons have been halted, have been postponed. What's the recruiting process like in a COVID-19 pandemic era?
A lot of Zoom calls.
So you
A lot
use
of yeah. A lot of just texting back and forth. A lot of phone calls. FaceTime here and there. So just a lot of hitting up.
You can't meet anybody in person at the moment. Is that like the rules right now?
Yeah, that's the rules right now.
Can't visit the campuses or anything like that.
Yeah, a lot of virtual tours and stuff like that. So yeah.
What do you think about that?
Personally, I mean, I can't really do much about it, but everybody would like to visit the campus. Yeah, so yeah.
We're seeing that a lot of guys are hoping, and we know the vaccine's coming out. Hopefully, everyone can get it by the summertime, and you still have some time to go on the visits. But there's some schools on the table right now. You got Hampton on the mix, Toledo, Western Illinois. Some schools are in the mix for you. Who are you talking to the most, and who's really showing the most interest in you right now?
That's a good question. Who's really shown the most interest to me was South Alabama. Ever since the Gypsy prep game, the coach called me right after the game, literally right after the game. And ever since then, he's been texting me, calling me every day. So that's the school that's been really on my tail.
What are you looking for in a college?
Great coaching that'll let me play my game. Good academics. That's the most important thing, to be honest. Yeah, a good environment, place that feels like home. Good people, good city. Yeah, all that.
And what's the college going to get in Donovan Smith?
Oh, man, they're gonna get me. They're gonna get my game. They're gonna feel my energy. They're gonna feel my presence. Yeah, good leader, good teammate. That's what they're gonna get.
Do you think playing against Sierra at the Target Center completely filled to the brim, first time in Target Center history, do you think that has an impact on how you approach the Gypsy prep game?
Yeah, definitely. Games like that gives you a good experience of what to expect coming up. Big crowds and big arenas like that, it gives you a good feel of of like the next game. You know what to expect. So, on being the stage like that, having ESPN cover the games and stuff like that, you don't really feel it. Like when you start playing, you just play. I don't really worry about like the crowd and the announcers and all that. I just play my game.
And you mentioned the IMG you got this year. That's got more than just one guy. I'm not sure there's literally in Imani Bates on the other side of the team, but they've got some stars on that team, top to bottom. It's loaded. How excited are you for that game, and who do you really want to go up against, you personally, on IMG?
Man, that's probably going to be one of the most exciting games of our schedule. Tamar Bates, he's a dog for them. Can't wait to go against him. You know, they're loaded, obviously, and we're loaded too. So it's gonna be a good game.
You just mentioned Tamar, and I'm a huge fan of his game. Like you said, he's got that dog mentality. There's some guys that say they got that dog mentality, but not too many guys that truly show it in the game and do it. He does that. We know he's going to be up in your grill. He's going to be trash talking the whole game. How does that get you excited for a game? And what is your mindset when you have a guy like trash talking and getting up into your grill?
Me personally, that's when I play my best. When somebody's trash talking me, and I get in that trash talking mode, it pushes me to my limits. You know, growing up, playing in the West Side community and all that, that's all they did was trash talk me, and I got used to it. So that's really when I play my best game, when I get in that mode.
Who has been the best trash talker you've played against or played with so far?
Chet is a pretty good trash talker. He knows how to get under your skin. I don't really try. I try to avoid Chet and, you know, arguments and all that, because he does not know how to shut up. Prince too. He's a good trash talker. Jalen last year. Don't get me started on Jalen.
He's a West Side booster too.
Oh yeah, he knows how to get under my skin pretty good. So I'm usually happy when we're on the same team.
I don't know if you know this, but we're kind of sort of based out of Minnesota. I'm familiar with the West Side. What is the West Side? What is that built into you? What does that put into you to Donovan Smith? How does that make you?
They raised me. West Side. They made me who I am. You know, I got it tatted on me right here. West Side. So yeah, that's everything. That's you know, it's in me. So everywhere I go, I try to represent. I gotta truly give all the thanks to West Side. So.
All right, Donovan, we're gonna play a game called Pass or Shoot. Pass meaning I'm passing it off to one of my other teammates, and they can deal with that. Shoot means, man, that's buckets. Everybody's saying, no, don't shoot, and you still shoot and you make it. 8 threes against Gypsy. I mean, come on now. So pass or shoot. Lil Durk's new album, The Voice.
Oh, I'm shooting that. Of course, shooting it.
Shooting that. Golf.
I'm gonna pass that.
Passing on golf. All right, Yeezys.
Pass.
Passing on Yeezys. All right, take it, Schuz.
How about The Office?
The Office. I'll shoot it. Yep, shooting that.
How about roller coasters?
Love-hate relationship. I'll shoot it though.
Do you have a favorite roller coaster?
Nah, probably the one in the mall, the SpongeBob. SpongeBob ride.
What's your favorite how about fast food?
Shoot.
Final one. How about dogs?
Shoot.
You like dogs? Okay, you said no. You said passing on Yeezys. What are you rocking on your feet then?
Usually some like just some Nikes, bro. Really.
What are you hooping in?
Some Under Armours, some Currys.
Curry's comfy.
Of course, it's my favorite player.
Minnehaha's gonna take that home again, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes, sir. Amen. Appreciate it.